Hello and welcome back to Matt Hayes' Tottenham blog and today's match preview for Wycombe's FA Cup clash with Tottenham. I'm going to be going through the team news, predictions and a whole lot more with regards to this game. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for Tottenham watch-alongs, the Tottenham Fan Voice podcast, transfer news videos and more match previews and reviews. If you are interested in gaining access to exclusive content and member call-in shows, make sure to hit that join button down below as well. Everything will be explained to you down there if you are interested in becoming a channel member. Without further ado, we'll get straight into it. We'll start with the team news. Jose Mourinho spoke on Friday in his pre-match press conference talking about the players that will not be available for this game. A rather convenient injury for Dele Alli as his future remains in doubt, with PSG keen on bringing him in on loan till the end of the season. So he is a doubt for this game along with Matt Doherty and Serge Aurier, which begs the question, who's going to be playing at the right side of defence? We'll have to wait and see with that one. Could it be Jetson Fernandez, who I'm personally surprised that is still at the club. Giovanni Lo Celso is the only player who has been absolutely ruled out of this one. He's been missing for about a month now, suffered an injury before the festive period, and of course picked up coronavirus during the Christmas break as well. So those are the players that will definitely be missing for this game. So in terms of a predicted 11, I think Joe Hart will be playing. We'll see some rotation at the back. I think Joe Rodon, we might see Japhet Tanganga. He could play in the right side of the defence as right back, with Doherty and Serge Aurier both doubts for this one. There'll just be a lot of rotation, really. Harry Winks will probably play, Ben Davis, Lucas Moura, Eric Lamela, maybe. It's not going to be a particularly strong team, and I think that would have been a decision that Jose Mourinho made. He would have played a lot of fringe players in this one, but it's kind of been added to by the fact that we're playing Liverpool on Thursday, and this game for some reason was scheduled on the Monday. So there's going to be maybe a bit more rotation than Jose would have planned for, kind of forced by the fact that we'll be playing Liverpool 3 days later, which I think is absolutely crazy that we are playing a midweek game and someone decided, just so we could show the game on BT, just for broadcasting reasons, we'll put Tottenham the latest game of the weekend, playing at 7:45 on the Monday night, when there's plenty of time to play the game at the weekend. There's no secret about that. So it will be quite difficult to pick an exact 11 for this one, but players that I do think we'll see, as I've mentioned, we may see Alfie Devine back in the bench. I'd be absolutely delighted to see Dane Scarlett on the bench. He's not going to start, of course. I wouldn't be surprised if one of Heung-min Son or Harry Kane started, because, of course, this opposition is a lot stronger than what we played in the last round. They're a championship team. I know they're bottom of that table by quite some way, but they're a championship team. They're simply better than Marine, and a cup upset is always possible, especially the fact that we are away from home. I think we will have more than enough to win this game. I think we have to trust that our manager is arguably the best in the world at knockout football. It's a trophy that we're going to be fighting for this season. We won silverware already in the final of the Carabao Cup, potentially in a title race. I did a live stream for the Tottenham Fan Voice podcast on Friday talking about that. There's a lot of stuff that's kind of pointing towards us having a really, really big go at the FA Cup this season, and of course the Europa League as well. We can't forget that. And we were lucky with the draw in the first round that we were in, getting Marine. We've been lucky enough with this one, getting Wycombe. Of course, if we win this game, we're facing either Everton or Sheffield Wednesday. So this is realistic for us. It's a realistic competition to go on and win. It's going to be tough. Wycombe are going to come out. They're going to come out fighting. They're going to be remembering that tie in 2017, which I'm sure a lot of Spurs fans are still thinking about as a rather traumatic day that was. We needed late goals from Heung-min Son and Dele Alli to win 4-3 at home to Wycombe, who at the time were a League Two side. So even then, if you're looking at how many problems they caused us that day, they are a better team now, and there's no doubt about that. They still have kind of the basis of the squad there. They have Gareth Ainsworth still in charge of players like Joe Jacobson, who has been with them all the way along. And they do have players who can hurt us. That front line alone, they've, of course, Adebayo Akinfenwa, who I think it's going to be exciting seeing him come up against Spurs, and players like Uche Piazzu and Fred Onyedinma as well, who are really pacey players. And on the best of days, our backline is not pacey. It's a slow backline. And with the further rotation, I think that's just going to be added to. And when they have the likes of Onyedinma and Ikpeazu running in our defence, they're going to cause us problems. And I don't think we're going to keep a clean sheet, but I do think at the other end of the pitch we will just have too much for Wycombe, and we will be able to put the game to bed. Hopefully early on, as I said, if it is one of Son or Kane starting, we can take them off maybe around the hour mark. But I think what we will see, very similar to the Marine game, is a very, very strong bench, because if it is needed, we will have players there who can come on and change the game, which thankfully they weren't needed to do that against Marine, but we did actually see quite a few of those bigger players coming off the bench anyway. But rotated side with a bit of strength, a bit of youth, and quite a few fringe players with a really strong benches. How I would like us to approach this game, and how I do think we will approach this game, but it's still not going to be easy. You know, there aren't fans in the ground, which, you know, is kind of a big part, a really important part of, you know, the magic of the FA Cup and these cup upsets that you see. But at the end of the day, it's still a massive occasion for the players at Wycombe, and I think they will be able to spur themselves on to have a really good go and to fight, because look, we're doing well. We're doing well enough where, you know, I think we're in a title race in the Premier League. We're in cup finals. We're still in the Europa League and all that. But I think the majority of teams that play us will know that we are there for the taking. And if Wycombe can, you know, get some free kicks in around the box or force a few corners, of course, they can score those. We're really bad at defending set pieces. So this game, the victory isn't set in stone, and Wycombe will know that. Wycombe will know that they can come and potentially get something off Spurs here. So it's going to be a really, really tough game. But I think we'll have more than enough. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win for Spurs, purely because we just have to. we have to win this game, and you know, I can't see anything less than that, even though it will be a really tough encounter. I just do want to say as well, if you haven't already seen on my Twitter, there's a featured interview with myself in the matchday program for this game, kind of a Spurs fan preview. So if you haven't checked that out, it'll be linked on my Twitter if you want to go over and have a look there. And thank you very much to Wycombe for asking me to do that. But look, that's about it. Put down in the comments below your predicted 11 for this game, your predicted scoreline as well. It's going to be an interesting encounter. There won't be a live watch along for this game, unfortunately. I'll be stuck at work. We will be back with the live watch along for Liverpool on Thursday. We're going to have some content before that as well. We're going to have a live a match preview with Gav from the LFC Day Trippers. You may remember was here ahead of the game last time we played Liverpool as well. So make sure to keep an eye on that. If you do want that, make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well, so you don't miss a thing. And if you have enjoyed this match preview, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.